You're knee-deep in wedding planning, you're stuck with your budget and numbers aren't moving. You need to cut out a few $1,000s and I'm your brutally honest friend with a few tips of where to look first. Here's how we do it. Hello everyone, my name is Grace. I'm the founder and owner of Budget Wedding Stories, where we help couples like you have incredible memories for affordable prices. Now, I've heard a lot. I'm stuck on my wedding budget. I don't know what to move. I don't know what to do. Here's 5 tips actually, where first to look to thin out your wedding budget, make it push a little bit further, and some ideas. Hopefully these help. Number 1, let's be honest, plus ones. You can save thousands of dollars just by culling your plus ones. Of course, depends how many people you're planning to have at your wedding day. But if it is a bit more of an intimate situation, if they don't have any personal relationship to you, why are they there? It's rough being brutally honest. It's rough being really tough. But sometimes you've just got to do it. If you want your budget to go a little bit further, if you want certain things out of your wedding day, relationships that haven't really progressed to marriage or are close to getting to being married, probably aren't the highest priority, if we're being totally honest. How do you do it? Well, first of all, when sending out your invites, be brutally honest about who and who is not invited. Don't do a me. I sent out invites and I said to blah, 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 plus guest. I didn't say their name because I couldn't remember their name for the life of me, and it offended this one person so much. I don't think they've still gotten past it. So if you are allowing plus ones, make it very clear, a plus one, or just directly to the person. Sometimes it is rough to say. You could go the nuclear option where you do a social media post. Hey, we're just not allowing for the wedding day, just because we're on a very tight budget. Thank you for your understanding. You could do that. If you're having a very limited wedding day anyway, people might be like, you're getting married? Why aren't I invited? So you could be causing more drama than not. So that's something to consider as well. But just being very honest, especially when people maybe come back like, hey, I and would like to come along. It's like, we'd really love to have you there. We're so looking forward to sharing our incredible day with you, but at this time we can't afford it. But we've popped them on a list. If numbers decrease or budget allows, we'd love to have them there, and we'll let you know. So let the first step of them potentially being invited kind of be on you, so that they don't just assume it and just turn up anyway. I've seen that happen a few times. Just be aware of that. Plan for cancellations. Number 2. People don't realize this, but a lot of people will actually pull out in the final 24 hours of your wedding day. I've heard sometimes numbers of up to 30%. Depends on how big your wedding day actually is. Something inevitably happens. Someone runs late, a car breaks down, someone gets gastro or COVID, or something else happens so that numbers diminish in the day of. I've had to just randomly jump on as a witness because the witnesses were running late and got stuck in traffic. You would not believe the amount of times that people have not just been able to make it to your wedding day. And so me as a natural kind of planner for that, I liked to overplan, so I over-invited a few people actually. I had a B list per se of people that I would invite if there were cancellations from above, and the first few people I did invite, knowing that some of the people in that A list were a little bit unreliable, or a little bit more prone to, family life. Being a mum, you get pulled away for a variety of reasons. So I was just accommodating for that and started dipping my toes into my B list of people. B list of people. What is that? People who it would still be great to have at your wedding day, still be favorable to have at your wedding day, still feel like you're inclined to have it your wedding day, but for whatever reason you can't make it work. They're not your favorite of your favorites, or the budget's not fitting. These are the people that would be nice to have there but aren't essential for the day. And so if someone pulls out from that A list, you can start going through your B list of people. Of course, sort by priority. On top of that, it depends on the vibe of the ceremony as well. or well, the whole wedding. So some people do split days. So the like actual ceremony or the genuine legals might be super intimate, but you can kind of point people towards the actual big party celebration. Hey, we're having a massive party celebration on this day. Maybe your 1 year anniversary or 6 month anniversary. You can kind of point people to that. Oh, not at the actual legals, because we're just keeping it super low key. But on this date, we'd actually love to have you there. And it kind of defers people away from the offense of not being invited to the main event per se. Thankfully, it's a trend that is starting to grow a lot of momentum. And it allows an easy escape for some awkward conversations. Oh yeah, your boyfriend that you've been dating for all of 6 weeks is not allowed to my wedding of only 40 people. Maybe just wait till the party day in 6 months and we'll see if you guys are still together. So that's a way to defer there. Open seating. There was this big trend for a little while where you would have all of your seating arrangements, but then there'd be like extra couches and extra hire, extra tables and chairs, stuff like that. Skip that. Everyone's got their chair. Unless you're going for more the open plan vibe, the chairs that the people have are the chairs that they've got. You can sit on the grass or sit on the floor if you want, but don't go crazy over investing in additional decor for the day. So you don't need to buy picnic blankets, even though they'd be cute. You don't need to buy hay bales or additional stuff like that. Just stick to the seating that people have gotten. In this, we're just trying to be brutally honest about cutting down on budget. Repurposing flowers. Here's a quick way to save a few $100s. No, you don't need floral arrangements for the table runners or centerpieces like that. You can simply repurpose the arbor flowers. Yes, it requires someone to organize, so someone needs to be on the arbor when it's getting packed down. All right, we're the ones assigned to moving the flowers from point A to point B, which is the table at the reception. We're carrying them in our car. We know how to carry them. Give them a quick spray of some water to keep them lasting a little bit longer. Keep them in the cool air. That's our job. We're moving them from point A to point B. Or more additional flowers, like if you have aisle flowers and stuff like that, they can be moved as well to the reception. They might be your centerpieces. Someone repurposing stuff so that it's not just there for one singular event. Getting smart about that. Reusing it for multiple reasons. Number five actually, cake size. Either taking it down a tier or opting for a false cake. Fun fact, one of my bosses at work told me this story of how they had a fake cake that he had gotten for his wedding, and they just dressed up the external of it, looked gorgeous, looked beautiful, but when they took the cake out back, what they did was swap in another cake, which looked rather boring but had some nice icing on top, slice that up and serve that to the guests. And everyone was none the wiser. Now, when the next wedding in the family came along, he pulled them aside and was like, hey, we have this plastic cake that you can decorate on the outside. Looks gorgeous, looks super realistic if you decorate it well. And then you can just do what we did. And so throughout the family, over years, they have passed around this fake cake, and the only people in on it were those who were actually getting married. So that's one hilarious way to save a little bit on your cake, whether it's tiers or like have a tier less, or maybe when the cake gets taken out, you opt for a swapsy in, or even just having a Woolies mug cake for your special day. Those are totally valid options, and I hope today has helped you think of a few random ideas or ways to save on your budget. Anyway, do you have any other ideas? How much would it save? Let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next video.